Welcome. Why is it so awkward still? You've been back for so long now.
Because we can't talk at the same time.
Yeah, but don't worry. We are going to eventually be able to record in person. I'm manifesting it.
Oh my god, I
And
think I just saw a ghost.
what?
Dude, I got a story. I got a
What?
story. Okay, let's just do the intro so I can get to my story.
Welcome back to fucking Deep Fried the podcast. We're already starting off on a good note. I just want to say thank you to everyone who listens and joins the Patreon. We got some really awesome exclusive content coming your way. I know I keep saying that, but we got some shit planned, Miss Thing, huh?
Yeah, I can see myself in the reflection of your monitor back there.
Okay, I can see myself and the reflection of the monitor, as well as my camera reflection off of the monitor in the back.
Yes.
So that's a mind fuck, really. Um, anyways, welcome back to Deep Fried. My name is Kaylee.
My name is Courtney. I
Uh,
hate saying my name.
Courtney,
It's ugly.
your name is not ugly.
Courtney.
You know what? You should change your name to Corny.
Legally?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna change it to Kaylee, I think.
Okay, bitch. Anyways, welcome back to our podcast. I just want to give a shout out to the hating ass fucking
Oh.
bitch. That was so weird. So if you don't know the story, I talked about it in my video, but it put me in such a bad mood. Someone made an anonymous account, followed one person, that one person being me, only to message me, only to DM me, being like, Courtney is a I would read it, but I'm recording on my phone. But she's basically like, this is what the message said. It said, ooh, child, anyways. And you know what I think it is? That's how they started the message. And I think that might have been because you said white people mispronounce child.
Chili?
Yeah, they say like Chile. But anyways,
If
so
that
she's
really
like,
offended them, then that's sad. Like, come on.
I know. And this bitch basically was just like, oh my god, like Courtney's got you wrapped around her finger. Like you're gonna realize soon that she's so manipulative and she's a manipulative bitch. And I'm like, whoa. First of all, there has never, not once, ever been a hate comment towards Courtney ever.
Mm-mm.
It's always been about how I'm annoying and how I'm the one who makes YouTube videos. And the fact that someone took the time to write that, okay, it's just so fishy to me because we have such a small audience that listens.
Mm-hmm.
And every single person who listens knows you, knows what you're about, except maybe I have not really seen any like new listeners lately.
No.
So I'm thinking maybe it's someone that you and I both know. Like what is your theory?
I don't know why someone would say that.
Yeah, it was a really nasty fucking
It was
message.
so mean. And it's something I've never heard someone say about me in my life. And I was like so shocked. I was like, when have I ever given the impression that I'm manipulative? I feel like all we do is agree with each other. We don't manipulate. Like, how do you even get that impression? I was just so confused and like offended. I was like, because they really took their time
Yeah,
to like
it
make
was
an account to say that.
yeah, and the thing is, it was clearly someone. Okay, so when I say like the podcast audience that we have are people who have been following me and like also started consuming that, like branched off my YouTube and started listening to the other content that I've created. So it's someone who has been following me. Like
Yeah.
there's no way like to know about Deep Fried the podcast is to also watch my videos, I feel like.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I just like, was it someone who just listened to like 5 minutes of one episode and came to this conclusion? Like, I'm confused.
Maybe that could have been it. Like maybe
Possible.
I mean, listen, we've had some hating ass bitches.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame them.
Recently.
Yeah, recently. So I mean, I'm not gonna give too much away because these bitches will never deserve my time or energy, anyone's time or energy, really. But the girls that I made that one episode about who were being really bigoted and racist, I am 100% certain they left some nasty ass reviews on our on our Apple account.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they're listening to see if we are talking about them again, we just want to say we see
Uh-huh.
you. And a month ago, you loved our podcast. So,
You know what? I was thinking like that is the saddest part. One of the girls who was I think I called them Sandra and somebody else. One of those bitches loved the podcast, would listen to every episode, talked about how much we love it. And then she had the nerve. If you guys go look, you'll see the two back-to-back one-star reviews.
enough about that.
Yeah.
Please,
Honestly,
please don't leave us any more hate comments.
yeah. Here, let me tell you what leaving bad reviews does. It like brings down our
Girl, no, don't
it,
tell the haters that. They'll do more.
oh shit, just kidding. I'm gonna shut
It's
up
actually
now.
like not that bad.
It's actually really good when you leave one
We're
star
actually,
reviews.
we're actually doing fine. So, anyways, whoever called me manipulative and all that shit, if you're listening, frick you because that was mean.
Honestly, Courtney is so like this is what I said to them. I said, "Listen, I don't know how you came up with that conclusion, but you first of all, this seems like an attack where you're just trying to get my attention. Two, you clearly made this anonymous account just so you could talk shit, and if you really had some real shit to say, like some real constructive criticism to say, you would say it to my to say it to my face on your real account. And three, girl, what? I forgot. And three, I don't remember, but it's just like,
You don't know me.
yes. So I also said, like, you literally hear 1 hour a week of random ass conversations that we have. There's literally, that's why I'm saying, like, I think it's someone we know because I don't know how anyone on earth could ever come to that conclusion based off just strictly the conversation we have.
But I don't think anyone would come to that conclusion that knew us either.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying. It's
I
like,
think it was someone that listened to like 10 minutes of a random episode.
yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that was like welcome to Deep Fried Baby, where there's just a bunch of tea spill.
Yeah, people be hating lately.
Yeah, I know. Lots of people are fucking haters.
Trying to kill our
Yeah.
vibe, but
I mean, we definitely have a Pacific vibe on this I was gonna say on this channel on this deep fried platform that we
yeah.
have.
Yeah, we don't take shit. We
Uh-uh.
respect ourselves and we know we're not manipulative.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Oh my god. I have like this something in my teeth. Hold on.
Like
I'm sorry.
that shit didn't personally offend me because I'm not manipulative, but I was just taken aback that someone would say that.
Cause you know yourself, bitch.
Yeah. Like, and also no one has ever said that before. So I was like, who the fuck?
Yeah, I
Who are
know.
you?
Who are you? Who are we? Who are she? By the way, one of my TikToks is currently going viral right now.
Which one?
I posted this one that was like, so there's this TikToker who is 16 and her name is Maddie, and this bitch looks like a fucking 20-year-old model. I'm
I
not
saw that
kidding.
TikTok.
Yeah, and I posted like this is what I look like at
Yeah.
16. And bitch, it was funny. It has
Honestly,
like 10,000
the
views.
fit's fire, you know?
I mean, you saw that camcorder, right?
That Y2K,
Why
Y2K queen.
everyone kept saying Y2K vibes. Like literally, this is what my underbite was.
You know, for them, Y2K is an aesthetic, but for us, that was like our lives.
Girl, we lived it with
We
the long skirts, the flats,
dressed like that. The
the
gauchos.
the mud. Do you remember Mud, the brand?
Yes, girl, I do. The fucking flowy ass gauchos, like
Gauchos.
girl,
Oh
it
my
was
god.
ugly. It was not cute.
You can't say the word gaucho because it triggers me.
Oh fuck, I forgot about gaucho.
So the dog I I love gaucho because
It sounded so fake.
no, I,
I love gaucho.
no bitch, listen. Jesse listens to the podcast. I can't talk shit about gaucho.
Well, I wasn't talking shit. You were.
I wasn't talking shit either. I don't know where you got that word from. But anyways, so my old roommate Jess, she listens to the podcast every week, and she had a dog named Gaucho. And sometimes I'm gonna be honest, like, because I'm not fake. Sometimes the word gaucho, sometimes it triggers me a little bit because gaucho was sort of a lot to handle at times. So, it's okay. But hey, Jess, we love you. Thank you for listening. She always texts me about the podcast and says she loves it.
Thanks for
So
being a real friend.
thanks for being legitimately the only friend who listens to us.
Right? I was talking to my roommate Jess, and she said that she sometimes
Separate Jess.
yes, other Jess, and she said that she sometimes listens, and then she'll like catch herself like replying to us and like talking. So
I think
she's
that's
like, I can't listen to your podcast when I'm in public.
I think that's mental illness.
Yeah, but other people have told me that like in DMs.
Talking to someone who's not there. That's okay. We all do it.
Maybe
We all
having
do it.
combos. I keep seeing these tweets where people are like, I be talking to myself behind my mask. Honestly, the mask is the best thing to come out of this year. Like,
Oh my god,
we make
I
it
love the
just like a
mask.
thing forever.
I love my mask because I don't have to worry about this portion of my face, like the bottom portion of my face. I'm looking at myself in my camera right now, and oh, excuse me, I'm kind of feeling like bohemian chic vibes with this middle part going on. But yeah, I love the mask. You know what I love? Sunglasses mask combo. I feel like the baddest bitch on earth
I don't
when I
even
do
own
that.
sunglasses, but I love the mask because all I wear is mascara to work.
Oh my god, that's awesome. I love
You
that.
guys will see if you watch the Patreon.
Yeah, patreon.com/deep fried podcast. We got some good ass shit on that shit. I think I say that too much. We have exclusive content. That probably gets so annoying. But anyways, Courtney, we haven't really talked in a while. We have. We just haven't like. I feel like the last time we talked was the last episode, which is like great for the content because it's like a great catch up, but really bad for our friendship. So
Well, okay. Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
But I need to tell you the thing that happened to me.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
there's a new Kroger. Did I tell you about this Kroger?
No.
Oh my god, bitch. You gotta come out to this new Kroger. So
Where?
there's this new Kroger off Chambly Tucker. They
Oh.
tore down the old one and built a new one, and it is like,
Uh huh.
first of all, it is the biggest grocery store I've ever been in my life.
Question: is it bigger than Murder Kroger on Ponce?
I've never been there, but I'm gonna say yes because it's
I
fucking
think
huge.
does it have like bars and shit? Does it have like a brewery in it?
A
And
brewery?
yeah, there's a in the Kroger
No.
in the Kroger by my place. There's a bar, a brewery, and like a food court.
Well, there's a food area, but there's no bar because it's
Okay.
Chambly Tucker Road. But anyways, it's the nicest thing that Chambly Tucker has ever seen. And it's like Whole Foods on crack.
Yeah.
And there's a Kroger gas station and they're doing 20% off right now. I mean 20
Oh.
cents off, not 20%. And I've been there like at least 15 times in the last 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Sam's Club is actually doing 20 cents off gas as well.
Oh.
I absolutely okay. So I've realized that like having a membership at Sam's Club is kind of not good for the environment because they're like wholesale, so it's like not the most ethically friendly.
Yeah.
And I definitely recognize. Oh my god, my fucking phone fell. If you subscribe to the Patreon, you know that. And so it's not like the most ethically friendly, but at the same time, like I got my literally 50 wieners. I got my hot dog. Oh my god, bitch, let me tell you.
Wait, I didn't finish my story.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so I went to the new Kroger, as I do, and I got a bag of everything bagels.
Okay.
And I was like, yes, bitch, because they have a good ass bakery there and it's delicious. I
will give Kroger that. They do have a great bakery.
I was so excited. So I bring my bagels home and I go to open it today to have one for dinner. And the bag is a little bit loose. And I was like, huh, that's kind of weird. So I look in there and there's only 5 bagels. And I was like, weird because there were 6 when I bought it. So I'm like, assuming Jess had one because we share food. And I'm like, hey, did you have one of the bagels this morning? And she was like, no, I didn't eat any. And I was like, I didn't eat any. And then I was pretty sure my other roommate didn't because she never eats breakfast. But I texted her anyway. And she was like, no, I haven't touched the bagels. And I was like, Bitch, oh my God. We have a fucking gremlin in this house. Like, seriously, a whole ass bagel went missing. Like, I'm freaked out and I'm thinking,
Courtney,
what?
Courtney,
What?
Courtney,
What?
Courtney, Courtney, Courtney.
What?
Are you sure you didn't have a bagel?
Yes, Kaylee, yes. Because me and Jess spent like basically the whole day together yesterday, and I did not have a bagel at all. And I bought them last night at like 7 p.m.
Okay.
And I counted them when I bought them because I don't know, I was just staring at the bag and I was like, there's 6 in here.
Do you think one dropped out?
No,
Hmm.
I swear to God. It's
That's really
a
weird.
glitch in the fucking system because I know there were 6 bagels. Like, I would bet my life on that because I stared at the bag, contemplating whether I wanted it. And I counted them and I was like, oh, there's 6. And then
Huh.
there were only 5 and no one ate one. And the bag was loose, like someone had taken one out. So like I have been sitting here like thinking, bitch, we got a goblin in the house. Bitch, Dobby the elf came to visit. And Jess was like, maybe you ate one in your sleep because I wake up at like 4 a.m. every day
I
and
do too.
and go to the bathroom usually. And I don't know, but I know I didn't do that.
I do that too. I wake up at 4 a.m. too, and I don't know
So
why.
so I think we have a gremlin or a goblin or a fairy, a witch. This bitch is haunted.
Wait, what's that TikTok that's like? What is that TikTok that's like? Not human, not animal, or fake, just fairy.
I don't know. I haven't seen that, but something's going on. Something fishy.
Yeah, well, that's probably your puss girl.
Girl, no. Something's going on.
I hated that. I'm so sorry I made that joke. That is such a misogynistic joke.
I swear
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry.
wake up like in a month and there's just gonna be a bagel like laying in the middle of the floor.
Oh my god, that would be the gag of the
And
century.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Just off yourself right there.
Right there.
I accidentally ventured onto haunted TikTok, and this bitch has all this like ring camera footage of all of her shit like being thrown off her table in the middle of the night, and I'm like, I
Hell
will
no.
definitely. I don't pray, but I'm gonna say I'm gonna pray for you. So, like, imagine.
Dude, I
Ooh.
get so freaked out by that kind of stuff. Like ghosts. Oh my God. So
Mhm.
scared. So scared.
I'm so scared of ghosts. Like, I don't really believe in them, but like at the same time, I feel like deep down, I do believe in them. I'm just like flexing on myself. So,
Like the scariest movies to me are the ones with like paranormal activity.
yeah, I actually kind of love paranormal activity.
I mean, I love the movies, but they scare me the most. Like those are the movies that I have to like have the lights on when I go to sleep.
Honestly, I'm already afraid of the dark, regardless of what I've watched. So, and you know this because when you've slept over at my house, I hate the dark. I have
Yeah.
to have. That's why I have like a trillion mood lights.
Yeah.
Bitch, my camera does not stop falling.
Yeah, I hate
This is
how like you have to
embarrassing.
have lights on.
Yeah, I know. You don't like to sleep with any lights. So you're just like, "Can we turn off your salt rock lamp?" And I'm like freaking out because like I don't know what to say or do. Um
Yeah, I used to be terrified of the dark when I was younger, but I grew out of it sometime between being young and being old. I don't know.
yeah. Anyways, I was going to say how are you because we haven't really like talked. Is there anything like inside of you that you feel like you should say before we continue our banter?
Um, well, I mean, this is just something that happened to me yesterday.
Yeah.
I texted you that I was feeling like dizzy and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot to follow up on that. I'm sorry.
Okay. Um, so my theory is that I forgot to take my anti depressant
Yeah.
like the whole weekend because on Saturday I went to Jessica's parents' house and my mouth was watering like a lot. Like I was about to throw up. And I was like, but I wasn't feeling sick. I just felt like I was about to throw up like all day. So like it
Yeah.
finally went away like at night. And then like Sunday I was fine until like around like 2 p.m. And I started to like we were walking in Publix and I started to get dizzy and like felt like I was gonna throw up or pass out because I was getting like hot flashes and I was like, oh my God, like I'm really gonna pass out right now.
Not at
Not at
Publix.
Publix. So we went back to my car and we ordered Panera because it was like right next to it. and I ate and I still didn't feel better. And then I realized I hadn't taken my pill and I was like, shit. So I took my pill, but I still felt dizzy for a few hours, but eventually it went away.
Yeah, it's like legit like drug
Like
withdrawal.
withdrawal. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, like I literally thought I was gonna pass out, vomit all at the same time.
All at the same time. That's
And
how you sounded.
like this medicine, I'm taking Lexapro and this bitch
Mm,
is really bad with the nausea. Like really bad.
please. Yeah, so I totally feel that. I'm on Celexa. I'm on like a very liberal um
Dose.
dose. So it's not that high, but if I don't take it for a few days, because I have done that many, many, many times, I will feel I'll get the brain zaps. Like if I move too quick, I'll get really dizzy. I'll get like a stomach ache. It's like a whole thing.
Yeah, it's not fun.
No, it's really not fun at all. That's why it's so important to take it.
Yeah.
Take your medicine.
And
Oh
I'm
my
also
god.
on a low dose, but like from the beginning of this medicine, it's been giving me a lot of issues.
Yeah, I know. Courtney has not had it easy with her her antidepressant journey.
Yeah.
Um
It's fine if I take it every day. Like today I was totally fine, but I think I might have forgotten to take it like 2 days in a row.
yeah, it's like around day 2 of forgetting is when you start to definitely feel that more.
Yeah. Like Jessica had to
Um
drive us home because I was like, I think I might kill us.
oh my god. Oh my god, that's so scary.
Yeah. It was
Yeah, okay.
weird.
This is just a PSA to all you bitches out there. Please just take your medicine. I know it's like kind of annoying to have to remember it, but set an alarm on your phone. Fucking just pop that bitch in your mouth and keep it moving.
Yeah. Keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing. Anything else in the world? Oh, Courtney, you've been looking to because you're gonna move soon, so you've been trying to look for houses.
Yeah. My lease here ends in November. Like the end of
Yeah.
November. So we're just looking right now because we're not actually ready to apply, but um we've had we've had a lot of misses. We had one house that we really liked, but they were ready to like, rent like right away, and obviously we're not ready. But it was this really nice house. It had a huge, huge backyard because it was like a corner lot. And it
Mm-hmm.
was fenced in, and it had the nicest deck, and it had an office, and it was really cute, and it had an island in the kitchen and with
Oh,
granite countertops, and we loved it, but like, we weren't ready to apply, sadly.
yeah.
But I don't know, maybe something like that will pop up again because we haven't seen a house that we liked like that one.
Honestly, it does. Like my roommate Anna was looking to buy a house. So she's been looking and we've been looking at houses and like sometimes you're like, "Oh my god, this is the one." Excuse me, and then like something else on the market pops up.
Yeah.
Especially Atlanta when there's a trillion fucking houses going on the market every single day,
Something
especially the renters market.
something will pop up every day. It's just that we're a little bit limited in our budget. So we're having to either look farther outside, not OTP. We were living ITP, but just not in the area we'd ideally like to be because it's cheaper, or deal with a less nice house.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
kind of like the double-edged sword that we're looking at right now. But we finally got a couch for our living room because my roommate. So my roommate that moved out and is subleasing to Jessica, she took the couch with her.
Yeah.
But that's okay because they were so uncomfortable.
Those couches, I think they were rocks underneath it. It was like rocks
Fucking rock
with
hard.
blankets with like
Yeah.
fabric on top of it. I tried sitting on those couches, like they are just
I think
and they
you
were
I
brown.
think you plopped down once and like broke your butt. So we got a
Yeah.
new one and it's like barely used and it looks pretty comfy. So we're gonna go pick it up Friday.
Let me tell you, Miss Facebook Marketplace,
Yeah,
she's got a lot
girl.
of shit.
I love it. I need to find a desk on there too.
If you look at mid-century modern, which is like my favorite type of
Oh,
furniture,
love that.
mm,
I love
round of applause. I love her. They have so many amazing, amazing deals on. People are just like giving their shit away.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sometimes people charge way more than they should be, but you can find some stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's also true. Like people who have like warehouse businesses and
Yeah,
shit, like will post on there like, hey, I have a like you can buy a bunch of mid-century modern like in bulk stuff.
yeah. Also,
Yes.
I didn't know this was a thing, but estate sale auction websites are
Oh,
really good, and they all start at $1, and it's kind of like eBay where you bid, you know? So like
yeah.
if no one else is bidding on something, you can get like a fridge or an oven for like $10.
A
Yeah,
fridge?
they have fridges and ovens on there and they all start at $1. So if no one wants it, then you can get it for like $1.
But are they like good quality?
I mean, yeah, they're from nice houses, estates.
I mean,
Hey, and even if it's not, it's $1, bitch.
so yeah, all that fucking work to go get it, bring it back for it to be a piece of shit. What are you gonna do with it? You have a whole fucking fridge or oven or stove or
I'm
something.
just saying, you can get some good deals on there.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely want to talk about what I have going on in my life, but then again, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to like spill too much because I have so much I want to say.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, me saying that is so annoying by being like bringing up, oh my God, I got like a little something going on. Like,
well,
I hate when people do that.
I mean, that's what we're doing, so.
I mean, yeah, like we talk about our lives on this podcast, and it's like this is the one place where I am super candid and I'm like ready to spill the beans on whatever's going on in my life. And I feel like this is a very safe space. Whereas my YouTube channel, I don't know, I for some reason I feel like this podcast is like locked for only cool people to see.
Yeah, I mean, less people listen.
Yeah. But it's like I obviously want more people to bitch, I found my mask. I thought I left it at my parents'
Oh
house.
my God.
Girl, look at this mask. My roommate made this mask. If you're on the Patreon, you'll see the mask. But yeah, let's just say I'm gonna be needing to look for furniture. And that's all I'm gonna fucking say.
Well, look on the auction website.
I yeah. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, my roommate, she actually I don't know if I mean, I guess it's fine. She actually put an offer on a house today.
Oh, where's the
Hmm.
house?
It's in Decatur. It's so fucking
Oh,
cute.
indicator.
It's like a little cottage.
What part?
I'm not gonna say.
Oh,
I mean, I guess I don't know. She might not even get it, but it's like near downtown Decatur by the farmers market. I don't know if that's saying too much, but I mean, like there's like a trillion houses. But yeah, it was really exciting. Like I'm really excited for her, and also good news if she ends up getting that house, we could be just all moving out because I'm fucking ready. When I tell you I had never been more ready. I got my shit like almost packed. Like I'm ready to go at any fucking moment.
yeah, that would be good if that worked out.
I have to save money. Like for reasons, but I just oh my god, like
Wait,
this house every day that I'm in it.
did she like offer asking price? I'm just wondering.
No,
Lower?
higher,
Higher?
bro. This shit's gonna be a bidding war. It's such a good house with a
Probably.
like this house. Like okay, we saw. So she's been looking at houses. I've been going with her. It's been like really great to see like the areas of Atlanta. I know a lot of you aren't familiar, but obviously everyone wants to live in town, like in the city
Yeah.
and not outside in the perimeter. So we saw this house that was definitely needed like a little bit of TLC, but definitely could be livable in East Atlanta. It's a very small house, like 2 bedroom, 1 bath, like really nothing, literally nothing special. Fucking 20 people were on a bidding war for this piece of shit house
What the
in this
heck?
disgusting, crumbled up neighborhood. Actually, the neighborhood wasn't bad. It was actually it was a great location. Like East Atlanta is so great. It's close to East Atlanta Village, but the house needed so much. Oh shit! I just realized my fan's going. I hope no one can hear
I don't
that.
hear it.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I kind of
But
hear it, but
whatever. Like this, and the house wasn't even that like nice. And I bet you it sold for like 30,000 over asking price.
um,
And she was about to be like, she said, "No, I am not doing that."
yeah.
Like, who the fuck wants to for their first home? Like, it's definitely like a starter home, but come on, like that just goes to show that cities, no matter what part of the city, if it's in town, if it's where the people are, the value is so high.
Yes, it's so expensive just for location.
We also in Cabbagetown. I know it's not a funny name.
Yeah.
Cabbagetown, which is also in town, like in a great location, like it's like in a very historical part. We looked at a 1 bedroom home that was more expensive than that piece of shit home. Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
dude,
literally a 1 bedroom house.
the location drives up the price. Like that's why we're having to
Mhm.
look outside of where we'd probably like to live.
Yeah,
It's like you just can't afford it.
yeah, that shit's crazy though.
Yeah.
I just like people will literally pay an arm and a leg for a lot with like a burnt ass home,
Yeah.
like a house that has been burnt down.
Honestly, like a lot of the houses we're looking at are like renovated old houses in neighborhoods that are like in the process of gentrification.
Yeah,
That's
that's
like
literally every neighborhood.
that's like the trend now is to like redo old houses and like basically drive out all the poor people.
Yep.
And in these old neighborhoods that used to be undesirable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Atlanta was went through a huge redlining,
Yeah.
or there was like neighborhoods that were 100% like deemed valuable and 100% deemed not valuable, and that's exactly because my mom grew up in Atlanta, and she grew up in a neighborhood called Grant Park. Now the houses in Grant Park today are worth so much fucking money. The value is so fucking high. It is one of the most desirable neighborhoods to live in Atlanta. But she and her mother, they lived in this beautiful like Victorian home, and they fucking sold it due to white flight because you know people of color started to come into the neighborhoods and literally just live there.
Yeah.
Nothing was going on. And so they got scared and they all fucking sold their beautiful homes that are probably worth $800,000 now, $700,000.
Yeah.
Um, and my mom regrets it every fucking day.
And now white people are trying to live in the city again. So everything's
Exactly.
getting gentrified.
And now they're coming back into the
And
city.
I feel
Exactly.
bad, like, but I don't want a shit house. Like, I want a nice house. So, I mean, I might end up in a gentrified house.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I mean, it's not your fault.
yeah.
You're just a girl
I
trying to
just
rent.
like contributing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a moral dilemma. But
It is. And I definitely have been feeling some type of way. I'll definitely share what's going on when I have more concrete things to share, but definitely I feel kind of bad for maybe wanting to live in a neighborhood that is being gentrified, but at the same time, like I love these neighborhoods for their rich historic culture. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like one of the neighborhoods I would love to live in has so many beautiful black owned businesses, so many people of color live in the neighborhoods, so many successful, wonderful people of color live there. And I think that's really hard
Mhm.
for people to see past. It's like they legitimately see black people live there, regardless of whatever they're doing. And they just automatically dismiss it.
Dude, speaking of black owned businesses,
Yeah.
I think they're opening a Slutty Vegan in Athens.
Jonesboro.
No, Athens. Because they made a post the other day and they were like, Athens, Georgia, what's up?
Oh, I think they just okay, so they have the Slutty Vegan truck that they take around Georgia.
Oh,
But guess what? Edgewood,
never mind.
we were driving in Edgewood. I know you guys probably have no idea what the fuck we're talking about, but there was just different neighborhoods, different pockets neighborhoods in Atlanta, but they're opening one in Edgewood.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that.
Slutty Vegan is, I'm not kidding, the best vegan restaurant ever.
Ever. I
Ever.
crave those burgers and I don't even like fuck with like I like vegan food, but I don't crave
Yeah.
vegan food.
No, yeah, same. But I crave Slutty Vegan because it is so fucking, it's a burger joint. It's the first location was in the West End, and now there's one in Jonesboro, which is like I think it's like a suburb
Yeah.
of Atlanta. And she's this one
Her
woman
name's
named
Pinky.
Pinky. Her name's Pinky Cole. This wonderful woman who started this I think by herself.
Mm-hmm.
It's black owned. The burgers are so good. She's literally famous. Like
She
Beyonce has talked about Slutty
she has a
Vegan.
key to the city.
What?
Yeah.
Like I know Beyonce and like Mariah Carey and like Like when celebrities film in Atlanta, they get Slutty Vegan to cater them sometimes, and
Mhm.
I've seen like them be like biting into the burgers, like, oh, it's good.
It's fucking good. And
Oh, it's good.
um what was I gonna say?
I don't know, girl. I don't know. But,
Um oh. And I was on their Instagram the other day and I was just reading some comments and someone commented and they were like, "Why do you keep opening them on like the south side? No one goes over there, blah blah blah." And she was like, "Well, I'm opening them in neighborhoods that are, black lived in and like
uh-huh.
traditionally underserved because I think black communities need to have like businesses like this so that it's not like, why do you open shit over here? There's nothing here." And I was like, "Period, sis." Like, she is so cool and just like, I don't, she's just like a really inspiring woman.
Can I also tell you something?
Yeah.
So my roommates and I, about a month ago, we were looking for farmers markets, so we went over to the West End. So the West End is like a historically black neighborhood. There's a lot. It's like historical. Like a lot of really cool people of color like were born over there. Like I think like Ti and like Killer Mike own half of the businesses over there.
Yeah.
Like it's a great place. Like it is so wonderful and it's so full of culture and just so many different types of people. Anyways, so my roommates and I, we heard about this pop-up plant shop, a black-owned pop-up plant shop in the West End. So we went over there. We were driving around and Slutty Vegan, the lines are like maybe 1 to 2 hours. Like the lines are long. Because of Pinky Cole, the owner of Slutty Vegan, other businesses are able to make pop-ups around and people are going to like that go for Slutty Vegan will sometimes go to these businesses as they're walking away, driving by. So she has single-handedly created a space for black owned businesses. Like over there we had like jerk chicken, like
Yeah.
black owned hot sauce cupcake business. Like she has allowed a space because the lines are so long and people kind of get sick of waiting. They sometimes like venture over to whatever happens. So on Saturdays there's like all these like black owned like farmers markets, businesses that pop up around Slutty Vegan
Hmm.
because she's created this space that people are like, okay, we go where the crowd is.
Yeah.
And without Slutty Vegan, I like those businesses wouldn't have places to go. So that's my soapbox.
Yeah. I love it. It's so good. And I haven't been in forever. I need to go soon.
I haven't been in forever either.
When I get paid,
Honestly, the lines are so long,
they are.
but it's worth it. I'll say that.
It's fucking worth it.
You have to get 2 burgers. You have
No,
to.
because they get soggy.
It's okay. I'd rather eat the soggy burgers.
No, I don't like them soggy.
You know what? Someone asked us to make an episode talking about Atlanta stuff.
Yeah, like a year ago.
So here you are, babes.
Yeah.
XOXO. Oh, I love Atlanta.
I've started definitely seeing a lot more of the
Mm.
neighborhoods as I'm looking at houses.
I don't know why. I just have so many great things to say. Like, I think it's just because it's so full of so many different types of people and places and things, like with any big city. But I feel like Atlanta, more than anything, has like everything, you know? Like, you go to Boston.
I wouldn't really count Boston as like a
Boston's a big
I
city.
mean, yeah, but it's like it's known for what? Irish people? Like that's lame. Like talk about New York. Like that's cool. That's some
Okay, like,
history.
I feel like LA is very diverse too.
But LA's like it's not.
No, LA has like a very diverse like population. Like there's a lot of black people, a lot of white people, a lot of Hispanic people. There's
Yeah.
like Chinatown, there's like all those like, right? Am I wrong?
Maybe. I don't know anything about LA. All I think about is like YouTubers.
I sometimes think like would I thrive in like a small neighborhood, like not in LA, like outside of LA, like Northern California? I feel like I would because sometimes like the whole aspect of like how there's so many different neighborhoods in LA and like the outside of LA that like really you could have like your whole world be in like one part of
Yeah,
LA.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think cities that have a lot of history, like they tend to have like areas like that.
Yeah. Like I don't think like my parents Like my mom does not come over to my side of town.
Yeah.
Like she hasn't in years because like she has everything she needs in
Yeah, exactly.
her one little pocket. So I
They're
feel
just
like
like little
LA,
communities, so like people I feel like
yeah.
people don't really travel too much.
Also, my mom is a white woman with not that much taste. So love you, mom, but girl, get out. Get
At a
out.
certain point you get too old.
Girl, she's not that old. She's only like 62. Okay, just because your parents are 38, bitch, doesn't mean. Okay, Courtney's parents, you guys, are so fucking young.
Okay,
Like, I think her.
my mom is not 38, she's 43.
Girl, that is motherfucking the same thing. My parents are a whole 20 plus years younger than your
That's
parents.
called teen parenting, baby.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about
My
that.
dad's 50.
Dude, that's like I don't know anyone who has young parents like you.
That's
Like I don't know
crazy because
anyone
I knew a lot of people.
in South Georgia.
Actually, you know what? I don't know that many people.
In South Georgia where the yee yee gets on really quick. Yee yee.
I don't know actually. Actually, now that you say that, like the people that I know like at work and stuff, none of their parents are young.
Yeah, they're all like they're old.
Yeah,
They're baby boomers. Like I don't think your parents are baby
they're
boomers.
not.
That is insane to me. Every single person I know has parents 60 plus, especially if we're in our mid 20s now. God rest our souls. But I'm so sad that I'm in my mid 20s.
Me too.
I'm really
I don't want to
sad.
be 25.
Oh, to be 16 on TikTok again. I mean, like, to be a 16-year-old TikToker. Like, oh my God, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I would love that. I would love that so much. I mean, I was a 16-year-old YouTuber, but to be able to be 16 and just be young, wild, and motherfucking
Free
free,
bitch. No
but
responsibilities.
maybe a little too free because all these young people are getting COVID
Girl.
19.
Let me tell you, I've always been a germaphobe, so I would never have been that bitch.
Yeah, I am too. I'm more of a germaphobe than you are,
You are.
but everything skeeves me out. But like the fact that these YouTubers and no, more specifically these TikTokers, I feel like YouTubers might get just because they're TikTokers who make YouTube videos does not make them YouTubers. Just because they make videos about being a rich TikToker doesn't make them a YouTuber.
Right.
So just I mean like they just like in what world is that okay? Like even Tana Mojo, like that bitch gets on my fucking nerves and I will publicly come out and say that.
Girl, whose nerves does she not get on?
Like when I tell you she does everything wrong, like everything wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think she does a single thing. Like I've never seen a YouTuber, public figure, whatever, do so many things wrong, yet get so much in her life. And that's on being a white woman.
Girl, I know. I used to watch her videos too. Now I'm just like so
Like I
annoyed.
won't lie, she sometimes lives rent free in my head because I get so pissed off.
Yo, there's people that do be like that though.
And I sometimes I'm like when I was younger, I'd be like, how do people just like skedaddle on their lives doing so much damage? But then I realized everyone who I think about are white people. Jeffree Star, Tana Mojo,
Yeah.
Jake
Like you
Paul.
like they just do so much damage and like especially Jake Paul and his stupid ass Team 10 shit. They would just destroy everything.
They would literally physically destroy
And
buildings.
like that's not cool.
No, that's literally like the least cool thing. Like when you're an adult, like, and he's an adult, like he's like our age. Like
Yeah.
he's not like a 16, 18-year-old boy. Like he has a brain now, like you and I. And it's just the fact that you're able to gather a bunch of content creators who mooch off of you and like go destroy something or go loot at a protest when white people are basically supposed to be silent and just marching at protests, like having like the worst protest etiquette, like the fact that he's able to gather a group of people and do that and then like get praised for it is so beyond dangerous.
Yeah.
Like you have power, like kind of like how like it's like obviously not like Donald Trump, but like it's like a low level of like dictatorship
Yeah,
in a
it's like
way.
that
Like
mob mentality.
uh-huh.
Oh man.
It's sickening really. Like I saw this tweet, like I saw this, what was he talking about? Donald Trump was like saying something about like the climate or something, and he was saying like the most he like was it's like he was closing his eyes and just like pulling a word out of a bag and
Oh,
just saying it.
the way he fucking talks, I'm like seriously wondering if he has some kind of brain damage. Like he can barely form a sentence.
No, he cannot form a
And the
sentence.
shit that comes out of his mouth is so inaccurate and wrong, and I don't know how he just constantly gets away with it.
I mean, did he just like I know all politicians have like speechwriters and people who are like, "Hey, I think we should say this."
Yeah.
Like they have a team of experts that are like, "Hey, for you to look your best, you should probably do say X, Y, and Z." Does he just like fire all of
I
them?
think that he just ignores it because he thinks he's like his brain is just so much better and smarter than
Yeah.
anything they could come up with. I
Oh
swear to
my god,
God, he has some kind of mental problem.
I know. Oh, speaking of like White House and TikTok, Kellyanne Conway, have you seen her daughter's
I
TikTok?
think so.
She's exposing the fuck out of her parents. And
Oh, is
she's
that
like,
who that was?
yeah, Claudia Conway.
Yeah.
She started on TikTok and I follow her on TikTok because she's this literally 15-year-old girl just exposing her parents and being like, my parents have put me through so much trauma and childhood trauma and abuse. Like, I'm finally done with it. I'm getting emancipated. And I'm like, bitch, honestly, she's done. She's doing what she has to do. And a
Yeah.
lot of adults, literally full on adults, are criticizing her
It's
for
always the
it.
fucking adults.
Like, honestly, like I like Chrissy Teigen and I think she's funny and outspoken and I love like a woman who's outspoken. But she literally was like, like she was basically just being like, I don't really, as a mom, like it's really hard for me to understand why she would be doing this publicly. And I'm like, girl, clearly, clearly this is something she feels like she has to do
Yeah.
as a young woman. Sure, she's 15 and she's really young, but I feel like honestly, they're probably as awful as she says. If they're
Also,
like,
who asked for your opinion
yeah, Miss
as a
Tegan, no one
mom?
asked.
Okay.
Like your children are like 5. Like, come again, come back and tell me when your children are 15.
Right? Like, ugh,
But yeah, I mean, like clearly, I don't know. In my eyes, I definitely understand the rebellious teen, but the fact that these like Kellyanne Conway and whoever Kellyanne Conway's father or husband is, if they're doing these horrible, if they're supporting a man who is a rapist, misogynist, xenophobic, racist piece of shit and they're backing him, who knows? Like the way I look at it is who knows what they do in private.
right.
If they're publicly supporting, like what was Kellyanne Conway's role?
I don't even know who that is.
Counselor, corresponder. She's part of his cabinet,
Wait, was she
Trump's
like the
cabinet.
White House correspondent?
She kind of looks weird. She kind of looks like a coked out drug dealer.
Does she have brown hair or blonde hair?
She's blonde.
I don't know.
Come again. She kind of looks like a bulldog.
I can't.
I
I
don't mean
can't
to.
picture her face.
Anyways, I mean, anyone who works for Donald Trump or the White House right now clearly is not a good person. So, and like the fact that she's coming out and saying that she's had a lot of childhood trauma and abuse, like I'm gonna fucking believe her over this person who works for someone who abuses people every day. So,
Well, the people that are saying shit about her are probably Trump supporters. So
yeah. I mean, I've seen nothing but like really positive, being like, we're behind you 100%. Like, we support you. Like, she's got like the whole like Gen Z millennial internet on her side. It's like the older people who always got some shit to say.
girl, they always be saying shit no one asked for.
Honestly, no one listened to me when I was 15.
No.
I mean, like, I sometimes wish I was heard and listened to. So, honestly, more power to her if she's willing to stand up for what she believes is right. And if that's just on period.
That's on period.
As you guys can clearly see, we did not have anything planned for this episode. Some weeks I feel like it's just like okay to do that.
Yeah.
Like, also sometimes I'll be honest, quarantine I think has made me hate talking.
I feel that.
I don't know what it is, but like I used to love coming on here and like chatting up about all this deep shit. But sometimes I just want to keep it surface, you know?
Yeah, I do feel that actually. And I gotta say that doing it remotely is not the same.
Yeah, Courtney has definitely she's expressed this to me before. I think the technology puts a strain on the authentic conversation that we have because there's so many different factors to worry about. Like, is the video going? Is the mic going? So I definitely can see how that's hard, but I think we're making it work.
I
Like,
mean, also
people are listening.
just not being in the same room, like, it's different.
Yeah. I think I think I'm moving out in December. Like, I'm really hoping that's still going to be a thing, but, or even sooner, depends on if my roommate buys a home. But I feel like when I move, because my parents, I don't know if you guys know, but they, literally right before like February, like right before all this COVID stuff happened, they moved into a new house, and it's a great big old house, and it's so wonderful. And I think I'm definitely gonna be moving in with them soon, for reasons I'll talk about later. But I think once I do that, we can start doing it publicly, publicly, person in
That would
person.
be nice.
Just because it's really hard to do it here because there's no space. My room is really small. There's other people that live there, and it's so hard for everything to be quiet.
Yeah.
And I think I'm ready. Like when I moved out this time last year, I was like, I'm never moving back with my parents. This is not happening. But I think what we talked about in last week's episode, which if you didn't listen, we basically talked about how quarantine has changed our relationships with our parents and our friends. Like, I truly don't know if it's like me wanting a change of scenery so bad to the point where I'm willing to move back with my parents, or the fact that I'm paying for the shitty home.
Honestly, I feel that because every day I'm, like, thinking, "When's the next time I can go to my parents' house?"
Yeah, like it's something about like being in just like a different air these days because we don't get out
And
like
it's, like, home, it's comforting in a way.
a little bit. Like, it was weird because my old house, the house that I grew up in, was a family house that was in our house that my great grandfather built. Like, it was like a few generations of like us in that house and like all my family on my mom's side. That home like never felt like home to me. But my parents haven't even been in this new house a year, and I already love it so much
The
more.
vibes
And
are
I
so
don't
much
know why.
better, the vibes.
Oh, it's the open floor plan concept. I'm telling you, bitch. It
Like,
changes.
the houses have energy, and that house has much better energy.
You know what I think it is? I think it was like, I know this sounds kind of like cliche, but I truly think it's the generations of trauma, like the generational trauma.
Mhm.
All of the people, like, there were so many
All
people.
this shit accumulated in that old house.
So many people died in that house. I had so many great greats die in that house. My grandma died in that house. Two of my grandmother's sisters did. I think my mom, not to like expose too much, but she's had a lot of traumatic deaths happen on her side. So I think it would probably like was maybe good that they moved. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into it because that's not my business. But yeah, I think that's all for this week.
Yes, I'm tired.
I'm so hungry.
I'm so tired.
Okay, y'all. I just want to say thank you for watching. Oh, heart. Um, don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/deepfried podcast. It is only $5 a month for all this exclusive content. And I think when we hit 20 patrons, we should go live
Okay.
together in person.
Okay.
So that'll be fun. So we're at 10 right now. I'm also, actually, it's more like 9 because I am subscribed to it. But that's okay. Thank you for listening. As always, you can listen for free. Follow us at Deep Fried Pod on Instagram for updates, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
Deep fried.